Hello there guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and on this video there is lots to negotiate about. I am going to be giving you an update on some of Arsenal's transfer news. So, according to reports from the Italian press, I was reading this in the mainstream media yesterday. They have said that Arsenal Football Club have been offered Mario Icardi as part of a swap deal for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because Inter Milan have expressed their interest in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So, should Arsenal Football Club accept this offer? Now, Mario Icardi, is a very good striker. Of course, Mario Icardi is on loan at PSG at the moment. It did get confirmed, by the way, that his contract at PSG has been terminated. Mario Icardi's wife confirmed this. She told the PSG sporting director that Mario Icardi does want to make a return to Italy. So that's been confirmed. Mario Icardi, endured around 6 years with Inter Milan. He did join Inter Milan in 2013, I think, from Sampdoria. I think Inter Milan paid around €6.5 million for him. And in his 6 years at Inter Milan, he made 188 appearances in the Serie A and scored 111 goals. I think he has still got a contract with Inter Milan until, is it 2021 or 2022? I think it also mentions as well that he has got a release clause of around €100 million, or is it €110 million, his actual release clause, Mario Icardi's. But like I said, Mario Icardi did get named Inter Milan captain back in 2015. But obviously, in the last couple of years, I think he had a lot of problems, with the captaincy. Obviously, he received a lot of criticism in recent years as well from a lot of Inter Milan fans. So in the end, Inter Milan basically had to loan him out to PSG. But I do really like Mario Icardi. I think he's like 27 or 28 years of age. Before he was at Inter Milan, like I mentioned, he was at Sampdoria. He only spent one season in Sampdoria's senior squad. I think he was also in Barcelona's youth setup as well, was the player. My club, Manchester United, have been in for Mario Icardi before. Also to Chelsea, they've also been long admirers of the player. He hasn't played in the Premier League as yet. So should Arsenal accept this offer for Mario Icardi? Now, Inter Milan, they're looking to do more business, in the summer transfer market when it does open. Obviously, they did recruit quite a few players in January and that, don't forget they got Ashley Young offers after he endured 8.5 years at Manchester United. They got Ashley Young offers. They also got Christian Eriksen from Tottenham after, he endured 7 years with Tottenham. They got Romelu Lukaku offers last summer. I think, by the way, Inter Milan did loan Ivan Perisic out. I think he's on loan at Bayern Munich, so I think they're also looking to get rid of him on a permanent transfer. I think it did mention when Icardi went out on loan to PSG that PSG have got the option to make the deal permanent, but PSG won't make the deal permanent for Icardi. I think Inter Milan said they wanted in the £60-odd million range, to make the deal permanent. But by the way, Icardi is Inter Milan's 8th highest top goal scorer of all time, so that's something else to confirm with you. But Icardi is an efficient finisher. His hold-up play is very good. He's very effective in the air, and he scores a hell of a lot of goals. But he hasn't played in the Premier League as yet. Do you think he'd be Premier League standard? Do you think he'd live up to expectations if he came to the Premier League? So there you go. So yeah, there's been talks of a swap deal happening, between Icardi and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Not too sure if there's an actual fee involved. Like I said to you, swap deals are very rare in the modern game. We have seen swap deals happen though. We saw it with Sanchez and Mkhitaryan back in January 2018. Sanchez came to Man United and Mkhitaryan, went to Arsenal. I think that's the last swap deal that happened. But, they are very rare, let's be honest. But yeah, and Arsenal obviously want an adequate replacement for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because Arsenal don't really want to lose Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but they've come to accept the fact that he wants to leave, because Arsenal have been in the process for quite some time of trying to get Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang a new contract. Obviously, Arsenal want to cash in for him this summer, rather than letting go on a free transfer in the summer of 2021, because that's when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's contract does expire. Now, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been at Arsenal over 2 years. He joined Arsenal in January 2018. Arsenal paid £56 million for him from Borussia Dortmund. There was reports coming out the other week saying that Arsenal have revealed their asking price and they want around £30 million for the player. And I did say, didn't I? I think, he's worth at least double £30 million is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because quite frankly, he is Arsenal's best player. But yeah, Arsenal were in contract talks, but it got confirmed the other week that, they'd pulled the plug on contract talks. He had Aubameyang's father quite a few weeks back as well, advising his son to sign a new contract with Arsenal. This is what it had basically said. And yeah, but there hasn't only been Inter Milan that have been in for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Don't forget my club, Man United, have been in for him. Chelsea have expressed a strong interest. Real Madrid, Barcelona. Where is Aubameyang's next club going to be? I think he's 30 or is he 31 years of age now. He is predominantly a central striker as Aubameyang, but you can also play him on the left wing and you can also play him on the right wing, and his versatility is very, very good. Like I said, Aubameyang has got 75 appearances under his belt in the Premier League for Arsenal and scored 49 goals. And he's got 61 goals in all competitions in 97 appearances in all competitions, yeah. And he also did well in, his 4 years or his 5 years with Borussia Dortmund. He was at St Etienne and Monaco as well when he was younger. I think he also played for Lille at one point. He began his career with Milan, so he has been at quite a lot of clubs as Aubameyang, But I think he's on around 200 grand a week as Aubameyang. That's what he's earning on his current contract. But yeah, I can see definitely Aubameyang leaving Arsenal Football Club. So, should Arsenal accept this swap deal? Obviously, there's been a few strikes on their agenda as well that could replace Aubameyang, not just Icardi. Obviously, there's been talks of that Odsonne Edouard from Celtic. It said Arsenal would have to pay around £25 million for him. He's been one strike on their agenda. He said they've been interested in Wissam Ben Yedder from Monaco. So, there you go. But like I said to didn't I? I've said it on numerous occasions. Arsenal need to stop being a selling football club. They need to buy more into their club, because Arsenal, seem to get rid of all their best players, like they have done in recent years. Don't forget they got rid of Alexis Sanchez after he endured 3.5, 4 years of Arsenal. They got rid of him. That was one mistake they did make, because, at that time, he was one of Arsenal's best players, was Alexis Sanchez. They also got rid of Aaron Ramsey last summer, after he endured 11 years with Arsenal. They let Aaron Ramsey go on a free transfer to Juventus. They let Giroud go to Chelsea, was it, as well. He was another imperative player for Arsenal. They also let Jack Wilshere go. They let Samir Nasri go. Yeah, they've let quite a few of their imperative players go. They really, really have. Of course, Danny Welbeck, didn't he leave Arsenal as well? Was it last summer or January, if I can remember rightly? Steven Lichtsteiner left. Laurent Koscielny left. But there you go. But Arsenal have let quite a few of their imperative players go. I definitely do believe that they're going to get rid of players in the summer transfer market. But who are they going to get rid of in the summer transfer market? Maybe I expect around 3 or 4 players to leave Arsenal. I think probably Ozil could leave, because, Ozil has passed it now, I think. Ozil's been a long-serving player at Arsenal. He's now into his 7th season with them, Mesut Ozil. Arsenal, of course, don't forget, paid £42.5 million for him from Real Madrid. I think at that point he was the most expensive German player of all time. Before he was at Madrid, he was at Werder Bremen. He actually began his career at Schalke, did Mesut Ozil. He's enjoyed some good games under Mikel Arteta, but, he's aging up now. Is he in his early 30s now, Mesut Ozil? Like he updated you the other day, he said that Ozil's close friend revealed that, Fenerbahce were working on, getting Ozil on the board. But Arsenal do need to get rid of him. But like I said, at the time they got rid of Sanchez, they should have kept Sanchez and got rid of Mesut Ozil instead. Guendouzi, could he possibly be moved on? Because you've got to say he's been very, very inconsistent. Guendouzi's been very, very inconsistent. Xhaka, he's enjoyed some good games, but he's also had some problems as Xhaka at Arsenal. So yeah, I think, they're definitely, going to get rid of players. They're definitely going to get rid of players. Who else, they're going to get rid of Arsenal? Or who are they planning to get rid of? Aubameyang, like I said, is one. Lacazette, he's another one. Probably Arsenal going to get rid of him. Lacazette, I think, now is into his third season at Arsenal. Arsenal didn't they pay around... They paid in the £40-odd million range for him from Lyon. I don't think at Arsenal he's produced what he did at Lyon, though. But I still think, he is a very, very good player, is Alexander Lacazette. So Arsenal could also move him on. There was a report coming out from the Mirror recently saying that Arsenal may have to sell up to 6 of their players to fund Nicolas Pepe's £72 million move. That's what it said from the Mirror the other day. But there you go. But yeah, so I think they'll probably get rid of around 4 or 5 players, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. Who are they going to sign as well in the summer? I think Arsenal, to be fair, have got a great chance of signing Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. They've got a great chance of signing, because I give you a news, didn't I, regarding Thomas Partey recently. And don't forget, Thomas Partey told his friends that he wants to join Arsenal in the summer transfer market. And he hopes that Arsenal and Atletico Madrid can come to an agreement. It's going to cost Arsenal around £45 million to get Thomas Partey, because that's his release clause in his contract with Atletico Madrid. Obviously, quite a few weeks ago, though, it actually said that we was at the favourites to sign Thomas Partey, because an African journalist came out and actually said that Thomas Partey's preference is a move to Man United over Arsenal. That's what had been said. Obviously, quite a few weeks ago, you had Thomas Partey's agent denying talks with Arsenal. You also had Thomas Partey's father confirming that Arsenal and Atletico Madrid have been in talks for quite some time. So it has been a long-running transfer saga. Di Marzio came out the other week, who is a very reliable Italian journalist, and he said, Di Marzio, that Atletico Madrid would be willing to do business with Partey if the right offer came in. And also, too, he put the other of Atletico Madrid's players into the equation as well. He said that they would be willing to do business with any other player if, the right offer came in. Atletico Madrid have been trying to convince Thomas Partey to sign a new contract. He has got, 3 years remaining on his current contract at the moment. He's under contract with Atletico Madrid until 2023. He did say Atletico Madrid would be willing to double his wages, I think, and he said his release clause would increase to around £90-odd million. But Partey is not happy with their contract offer. Now, Partey has spent the vast majority of his career with Atletico Madrid. I think he's been at Atletico Madrid since 2012. And I think he's now into his 8th season with them. I think it's been his 5th season in the senior squad. And he is in his mid-20s, is Thomas Partey. And he's predominantly a holding midfielder. And like I said, Atletico Madrid have lost quite a few of their imperative players in recent years. Don't forget, they lost Griezmann last summer. They also lost Diego Godin. They also lost Rodri last year. They did recruit a few players in, but they know how much of an imperative player that Thomas Partey is. But he's confirmed that he does want to join Arsenal. Arsenal reportedly will have to sell at least one of their players anyway to fund the move for Partey. But to be honest with you, I think he'd go very, very well in Arsenal's midfield. You really wouldn't that. And if Arsenal can sign Thomas Partey, it will be Mikel Arteta's first permanent signing as Arsenal manager. Of course, Arsenal have made 2 signings under Mikel Arteta so far, but obviously, he's got them both on loan. Arteta, of course, got Pablo Mari on loan from Flamengo back in January. I think also too, Pablo Mari is a former Manchester City player, by the way. He did endure, was it 3 years, but never got any opportunities, I don't think, at Man City. I don't think he's made an impact so far, though, Pablo Mari, but he is predominantly a centre-half. They also got Cedric Soares on loan from Southampton back in January. If I'm right, is he predominantly a right-back, Cedric Soares? He's obviously, been injured. So, Mikel Arteta's only made 2 signings so far. Like I said, Mikel Arteta, does deserve time at Arsenal. Of course, when Arsenal appointed him in, I think Arteta did sign, was it a 3-year deal or was it a 3.5-year deal? Obviously, if Arsenal are inconsistent next season, like they have been this season, then Mikel Arteta has got a huge predicament ahead of him, let's be honest. Mikel Arteta, though, is Arsenal's third manager this season, so it is a transition period for them, because before they had Arteta, they had Freddie Ljungberg in on a temporary basis, and before that, they had Unai Emery. Unai Emery endured 18 months with Arsenal. And then obviously after that 18-month period, he got sacked. Of course, Unai Emery, recruited around, was it 5 players in, something like that. Obviously, it was last summer he brought Kieran Tierney in from Celtic. Kieran Tierney sustained quite a lot of injuries as an Arsenal player since his arrival, but he's very, very good left back. He was good in Scotland before he went to Arsenal with Celtic. Obviously, they got Dani Ceballos on loan from Real Madrid. I'm very, very sceptical that Arsenal are going to get Dani Ceballos on a permanent transfer, because I think Real Madrid have said they want around £44 million to let him go permanently. William Saliba is also expected to join Arsenal. I think is it in June he's expected to join Arsenal, and that's if the season resumes, because Arsenal did get William Saliba from St Etienne. They got David Luiz last summer from Chelsea for £8 million. He was a cheap solution, that's the way Arsenal saw it. And they also got Nicolas Pepe for £70 million. I think he's actually not Arsenal's most expensive signing. I think he is Nicolas Pepe and that. So yeah, they're the players that Unai Emery recruited in. Like I said, Unai Emery let quite a few players go as well. So put into the equation, Mikel Arteta, is inheriting players that, Unai Emery brought in. Obviously, there's still a couple of players there, from when they had Arsene Wenger. And, Wenger did endure 22 years with Arsenal Football Club. Like I said, he endured a good 12, 13 years out of the 22 years he was there and that. But I think, Arsenal did let Arsene Wenger go too late. They really, really did. They really, really did let him go too late. And obviously, I think Gazidis left them as well. So, there you go. But Mikel Arteta, is inexperienced as a manager, like I said. Before he was at Arsenal, he was a coaching assistant at Manchester City for around 3 years. But he was playing alongside one of the best managers in the world, so maybe, he has learned a few tips off Pep Guardiola. Before the football season that got suspended, Arsenal looked much better under Arteta, but there again, they have drawn a lot of games under, Mikel Arteta. But yeah, he will be given at least another season at, Arsenal, because he was a good player for Arsenal. He enjoyed 6 good years with them. Or was it 5? I think it was 5 or 6 years. He also enjoyed, a good 5 or 6 years, Everton, Germany's playing career and that. He played for Sociedad, Rangers. I think he played quite a few for the few clubs, Germany's playing career did Mikel Arteta. Arsenal, as you all know, sitting 9th in the Premier League. They are 8 points behind top 4, so it's very, very unlikely that they are going to get qualification for the Champions League, because, they're not going to get top 4, and, they're no longer in the Europa League as well. I think they did get knocked out by Olympiacos. Don't forget, Arsenal are the most successful team in FA Cup history because they've won the most. But I think Arsenal have got some very, very good players. I really, really do. I think they have got good players in their squad. But, just Arsenal basically just want to get back to dominating football again and get up there challenging for major honours. Because, the last time I remember Arsenal being dominant, is when they had Wenger and when they had all them good players under Wenger, such as Henry, Perez, Ljungberg, Vieira. All them players in that. And don't forget, Arsenal are the only team that have, been undefeated in the Premier League era. So there you go. Now, by the way, I want to give you some news on Santi Cazorla. and this is positivity, you know, from coming out from an Arsenal perspective. Now, I was reading reports yesterday, and it says that Santi Cazorla has revealed his ambition to return to Arsenal to reunite with Mikel Arteta. And he's looking at two roles, is Santi Cazorla, you know, if he's to return to Arsenal. So he's looking at being either a coach or a sporting director under former teammate Mikel Arteta. So he wants to make a return to Arsenal, does Santi Cazorla. You know, Santi Cazorla is now the age of 35. He's currently playing for Villarreal, I think, at the moment. He's actually spent a lot of years at Villarreal. I think he also had a spell at Malaga. You know, he did endure 6 years as a player for Arsenal, did Santi Cazorla. I think he made around 180 appearances for them in all competitions. And I think he scored around, 29 goals and provided 40 odd assists. I think he played alongside Mikel Arteta for four of those years, yeah. I think Santi Cazorla had a really bad injury back in October 2016 as well. So, so I think a lot of Arsenal fans, you know, would like to see Santi Cazorla go back there. But he did endure 6 years with Arsenal. So he has revealed that he does want to make a return to Arsenal. So that is the latest news on that. But the areas I think Arsenal need to strengthen up, you know, I think they're looking to get a centre-half. Obviously, they definitely need to try and get a midfielder in. You know, they want an adequate replacement for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So this is, you know, what Arsenal Football Club are looking to do. So, yeah. And I think players will also stay at Arsenal as well. Quite a few will stay. You know, I think the players that Emery brought in when he was there, I think they'll probably stay more than likely. Who else is going to stay at Arsenal? Lucas Torreira, he'll probably stay because I think, you know, he's done very well for Arsenal as Lucas Torreira. Probably Xhaka will stay, to be honest with you, even though it's been talk saying that he could possibly leave. I think as well, Kolasinac will probably stay with them. I think they've also got some good young players as well coming through with Arsenal. I've got to make that admission. You know, they've got that, what's his name, Saka. I think they've got Edward Nketiah back on loan from Leeds. They've got that Reece Nelson, is it? You know, he seems a very good young player for Arsenal. So there you go. But yeah, players will definitely stay with them. But yeah, that's everything to update you today, guys, on this video. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching.